Snyder Family Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on last year's national champions, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cyclones' offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case...
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ortega. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. You don't. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Caught in the backfield. It's Weaver. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Weaver. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! Extra point here will tie the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Wildcats can really attack. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally...
Got some room to run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now on second down. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Malone. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ortega.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his...
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. He's got 59 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Ortega. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nowaski. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Kansas State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The short hands, it's Ortega. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Hits the afterburner. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Grab behind the line. It's Bettis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. Big guy tries to barrel in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Trying to set up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ortega. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And they're able to get him down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Wants to throw again. Wide out trying to get it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
2nd and goal coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And
breaks into the open. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Run it with the fullback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
They'll go to the fullback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the big fullback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodic. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Weaver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it, so he tried to create and tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier, and bring him down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ortega.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just
down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays. It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Weaver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback and they get him at the 46. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Quickly to the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Ortega. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll heave it deep. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Weaver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep.
Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
All wideouts, no backs. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. Knocked down for the tackle. It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And
touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They've stretched out this lead, and they're starting to smell their 11th win of the year.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to